we are kind of doing a story behind the scenes. So no one knew that this card was coming out or could have figured it out because PSA graded it and kept it off the Pop Report. Now, the biggest story this year was when we saw signed Michael Jordan rookies, and people were saying, they're on the Pop Report because they've been graded.
Yes.
So was this a scheme with you and PSA to say, hey, we just don't want anyone to discover there's a new Honus?
100% right. So what happened is, as soon as I saw the card, I called up Ryan Hoge, who, if you don't know, is the president of PSA, and I said, I just discovered a previously unknown and undiscovered Wagner, and I said, and it's real. He goes, no. I said, it's real. So I texted him the picture, and I said, here's the deal. I said, nobody else can know about this.
And when was this?
This was...
October?
No, this was June.
Wow. So it's
June.
It's been a long time.
June.
A 6-month secret.
Yes, which is amazing. I said, you can't tell anybody, and I said, you especially can't tell Nat, okay? Because Nat's got a lot of friends, and I know he'd be very giddy and he'd be excited. So he said, okay, well, Reza's gonna have to see it and confirm. Right. So
who's their
Reza's their head of grader.
Yeah.
So we brought the frame over, and
with it in its frame.
With it in the frame, Reza did the same thing I did. And he goes, it's real, it's good. That's it. He goes, he concurs, yeah. And then he goes, that's real, it's good. He goes, I've never seen anything like that, but that's real. And Ryan says, how do you know? And he looked at him like, how do you mean I know? Like, he knew, right? He knew. You knew immediately, and that was that. So you had Ryan and Reza that knew, and that was it. I said, well, here's the thing. I can't get this graded yet. I don't want this to hit the Pop Report. And he said, well, let me figure out what we can do.
And you actually took it back, or
I took it back. We took it back, and we did all the behind-the-scenes footage we needed, all the beauty shots and everything else, and we kept it locked in a lockdown, secure place in California, and then we flew it out to Chicago, and I walked it over because he felt that this would be the least thing, so I walked it over, and
you flew it out to the National in August?
I had it with me at the National Convention in August.
Okay.
And they segregated the room, so it was just, Reza, Ryan, and whoever was going to slab it. They slabbed it. I was not there. They would not let me in the room. And then they brought it out, and I'm like, crap, it didn't get a 2. But the deal is, so we're going to be issuing, there was a press release issued, and that's why you have PSA's quote in there, and...
wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, so that was, they knew, they understood the significance of this, and that they don't want to ruin the surprise.
Okay, so let me see it.
There you go. It is by far the single nicest one in the world existence.
The coloring is authentic coloring, like as is, and the back you can read every single thing.
Correct.
A lot of the time with the ones when they're bent, you miss a letter.
Yep.
The red is out.
Yep.
I think it's a 1.5.
Exactly. I think it's like the 1.5 or a 2, I think the fact that it's fresh to the hobby, it was going to go for the highest priced one anyway. But the fact that people look at it and say, "Wow," on a scale of other PSAs, it should be a 2. Wagner's. So
now, instead of Shield's Family Collection, could they have written King of Collectibles?
No, the
Netflix.
No,
what's the rule?
First of all, they could have.
Right.
But second of all, the Shields family wanted me to honor their family and honor their grandfather.
So the legacy will always be here. Everyone who owns this card.
Yes, and there are other cards with that pedigree from the same collection, the ones in the frames. So there's going to be a couple Cobbs with that pedigree too.
Got a Delahanty in there and I don't know any of the other TOs.
Yeah, Delahanty wasn't in there. It was a plank.
Oh, there is a plank.
It was a plank.
Okay, because it was all pirates.
It was different teams. Okay. It was different teams.
Oh.
And The funny story is apparently this guy did not like the A's, and the A's, a lot of the A's were like mutilated.
Yeah, like I did the 1986 Red Sox, Calvin Schiraldi and all the, wrote on a pencil in it and kept them. Didn't throw them out.
Yep.
Oh, this is great.